Alright, welcome to the LEGO Ideas Old Fishing Store. So this one is actually one that I've been looking forward to building for quite a while now because this is one of the few that I hadn't actually built myself before. This is one that I got secondhand at a bricks and minifig store, and as far as I can tell it seems to have everything that it could possibly need, including all of the lovely minifigures. I think there might be some more inside there. There's the cat. But yeah, and I mean, I know I've looked at it and stuff, but I haven't really experienced everything that there is to offer with this build, which includes the building experience. So I want to have that and then share it with you all here. So let's get to it with a snap to disassembly and then, of course, my thoughts and a review after. So with that, I'm sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Here we go. And it is done. So, I got quite a few things to say about this, but to start, I do need to point out that just a couple of pieces that were missing. One of the red tool chests, so let me lift this up so I can actually show you what I'm talking about. So one of these little red tool chests was missing, and the other main thing would be the tools that I have are actually the wrong color. So all of the little tools are supposed to be black, but I didn't have any ones that were all black, so unfortunately some of those are the wrong color, but most of the ones that are important are the right color. So with that, just wanted to point that out quickly. Yeah, I really like this set. I do need to point out that I did get to put the stickers on fresh, so I really enjoyed doing that. And I will say I genuinely like all of these stickers too. I think they're really well done. Let me go ahead and sort of take this into its modular sections there. So this is all that you can take apart basically, and then you can open these doors over on the side here. So that's basically as apart as it gets. You can't take off the roof for any more than that. You can't take this part off of here. So that's as apart as this gets. But with that, there are a few other little additional things, like in here, it has this chests, and that is actually one that I forgot. These little vests are actually the wrong ones. So while I do technically have some life vests, those are not the right actual life vests that are supposed to be in this set. So that's the only other one that is actually false. The rest of this is definitely correct. And with that, with all the pieces being correct, so the only reason that I can forgive this sticker sheet is because there are just so many printed pieces. I'll show a little video of the stack of printed pieces that was there when I was actually building it. It's actually ridiculous, and the stickers only just add to it. They only make it look better and more just worn out and you know, all over the place. So I love that. I love the look of this. Just, it's so all over the place. There's so much to look at, so many different little angles and stuff, and just so many little crevices and just little details everywhere. And especially when it comes to details, the interior is awesome. With the interior, I'm gonna have to use my phone here to show you guys, but just all of these details in here just keep going. There's just detail upon detail upon detail, and I really like the little hook printed pieces. I think those are really well done and just look fantastic, and they're printed. So yeah, I'm really glad that we didn't have to put 10,000 hook pieces on, or hook sticker pieces onto those. And yeah, so one of the other things that I didn't even know about this set until I built it for the first time was the little spider down there. I had genuinely never actually seen that in this set until I built it just now. So I think that is so cool, and just looking into it like this is just so cool. There's just so many details to get in, the little helmets, the little diving gear, the buoys, the baskets, the chests, there's so much to take in and look at. And one feature that I do want to point out that I think isn't really technically supposed to be a feature, but it is sort of like a little hidden feature, is that you can just take off this whole chunk here, and you have these extra little chest pieces that you can technically, I guess, hide stuff down under there if you wanted. You could hide the money under the cash register if you wanted. But yeah, I really like that as just a nice little hidden feature that you can take that out of there if you really want to. So let's get that back in there. And the cash register, of course, that looks like an old school printed piece, but it's just really nice, so gotta say. So with all that, we gotta move over to this sticker over here, which is actually my favorite sticker, which is just this window. Let me actually just take this off here. This window newspaper thing here going on. I absolutely love that. And the little terror from below, end of the world. It's funny because that is actually probably the least of their problems. There's another article in here, and I'll see if I can find it really quick. Essentially, this little one here, I have to move that chain out of the way. It says, Lego here catches every fish ever, which is, well, that's not a good thing. That means there's no more fish in the ocean for anybody to catch. In the real world, that would definitely be not a good thing, not something you want. Which is just funny because they have, they have 3 different articles in here, by the way. So there's also this one. This is just the regular, generic printed newspaper piece. But yeah, I just thought that was very funny, that little newspaper piece in there, because yeah, that's a sticker. And I just think it's a hilariously perfect sticker for this set. And then, of course, going down to the regular actual exterior, let's go ahead and assemble this back together really quick so that we can look at it in its full glory. So, with it all back in its fully assembled thing, I gotta say, the overall look of this is just fantastic. No matter which side you look at this from, there's no bad side to look at this from, that's for sure. There is just not really any bad angle to look at this from. It's just got really a good vibe from every single angle, and just that overall sort of just run down look to it is perfect. And I will say this, with that whole rundown looking really good, I don't really understand why Lego, or how Lego can justify changing the A-cabin, the A-frame cabin Lego idea set so much, because this one is exactly what the Lego idea set was. This is exactly the vibe and everything. And Lego said they couldn't do the A-frame cabin as being this rundown cabin because they couldn't do it. But they've clearly done this before, and they did it really well, and they did it so that you can replicate it really well with the instructions. And that was, I think, one of the justifications they gave for the A-frame cabin. Essentially, they said when they were making the A-frame cabin that they just couldn't make it this rustic or worn down thing because it didn't work with Lego or something like that. That's just false. I don't agree with that sentiment, but regardless, I really like this set. I think this is one of the better Lego idea sets in general, because it's a thing. It's just a nice idea for a house. It's just a hut on the sea, you know? So the only complaint that I really could possibly have with this set, by the way, I love the minifigures too. I think they're perfect. So the only, well, I guess I'll call them two complaints, is that one, there's not a boat. There definitely could have been just like one of those generic plastic boats that they have, those one mold boats. They have a bunch of oars and stuff, so that would have made sense. But what would have really just tied all of this together, I think, even more, is just having a few of those clear pieces like there are in this box to put along the edge here and just kind of, you know, insinuate that this is actually a beach and there's like water coming up on, I don't know, one of the, or two of the sides of this thing. I don't know. I think that would have really helped, like maybe just water just on these sides. And of course, you can do that yourself, but I think having that in the original set would have just put this as a perfect for me, because really right now, that is literally the only thing that I can say I don't like about this, is that they don't really show that there is actually water, and they don't really have a boat for you to pretend like there's water or anything. But that's it. That's all of the complaints. That's where it ends. The rest of this is amazing. It's very playable, very good, just little animals to play with. All the little pigeons are fantastic. I love those, by the way. The little kind of rubberiness to them is actually really cool, because you can kind of, if you want, you can, you know, pretend like they can flap their wings, which is kind of cool. I like that. So, yeah, I don't really have anything more to say about this. I think you understand that I like this set, and if you can find this for a reasonable price, I would definitely recommend getting it. I mean, just as a parts pack by itself, it is fantastic. It has so many different little animals and stuff, and I'll show that little video of just all the printed pieces and animals together again, because there's a lot, and that's not even technically all of them, because I was missing the tools and stuff like that. So yeah, good set. I'm gonna say this is a solid 5 out of 5 for me. The complaints that I have, if you could even call them that, are more like nitpicks than complaints. So yeah, this is just an amazing Lego idea set. One of the better Lego idea sets in my eyes, for sure. So yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. And if you want, do let me know what you think of this set as well. And yeah, with that, Mr. HiYodaPanda,